Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing one of the most highly requested videos today, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I design stickers. I'm probably not the most qualified person because I'm not an artist or anything like that. I just create basic label stickers basically. And so that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. So I am inside of Silhouette right now. And this is the design tab, the store tab, the library tab, and the send tab. Obviously we're designing, so we need to be inside of the design tab. And so these are some of my black build you stickers, basic stickers. I have erased this one so I can design here and just let you guys see this as a reference. I could design on a blank canvas, but I don't want to. I think it would be better if I designed right next to an actual sticker. So whenever you open up a new tab, this is what it looks like. And in order for you to actually really be able to cut the stickers, you have to go to the page setup, which is over here. Let me go back out. Page setup is here, that first one. And then you go to registration marks, style, type 1, because we have a silhouette portrait, so we have to do that one. And so as you can see, that is where all of the gray area came in, and then the registration marks. These have to be on here before you print so that the machine will register the marks and cut properly. So again, this is what it looks like blank, but it makes sense to go ahead and add your registration marks so that you know where you need to be designing, because you do have to design inside of this area. You can't design outside of the registration marks. So back to here. So over here to the left, we have a number of tools. This is the select tool. This is the edit points tool. This is the draw a line tool or line tools. This is the drawing tools. This is the freehand tools. Text, draw a note, eraser tool, and the knife tool. So in order to make like a basic sticker such as this, you don't really need a whole lot. You really just need to go here. And so we're gonna go to drawing tools, and we're gonna make like basically a square, because that's what we have, a little miniature square. So we don't want this or this or this if we're making like a basic square. Of course you can make a sticker using some of these other tools, but we're gonna select that one. And so as you can see, our arrow has changed because it is now this little plus sign, whereas we were on the point. But now we're back to the plus sign. So just click that and there you go. So in order for us to make a basic builder sticker, basically what you have to do, you have to obviously measure, take the measurements for like what you're trying to fit the sticker on or inside of. As for me, I wanted my builder stickers to fit inside of the Happy Planner, which is a planner, and the Erin Condren planner, which is a planner. And so I just took the measurements for the little squares, and I wanted them to fit inside of the boxes. And so if you're watching this, you might already be pretty hip to this if you're looking at how to make stickers, but otherwise I will show you guys what I'm talking about. So because I like to use build you stickers and I sell them, I like for mine to fit inside of there, inside of the little squares. So that is how I was able to, that's what I base my measurements off of. So we're here, we're back here, and we're going to make a little square. So boom, there's our square. And then I'm gonna get off of that, the drawing tools, and I'm gonna go back to select so it doesn't accidentally draw more stuff, because I don't want that. So I'm gonna go to select. So here is our square. Now, this square is actually, I'm gonna move it up so you can see, is 0.521 by 1.543, and I'm gonna do undo so it goes back. So if I wanted it to be that same size, I could just come here and change it. Or an easy option is to go up here, and then I could change it to be the exact same size as this one. I'm not gonna do it for this video, but that's pretty much what you would do. So whenever you select, because we are on the select tool, you can then change that to whatever you want. So I'm gonna change mine to, we're gonna make a pink one. So I'm gonna select this pink color. This is an easy option. This is the feel. So this is gonna change the color inside of here, and this is the outline. So this is gonna change the border or the outline. So I'm going to change this to pink. So I just filled it with pink, and I'm going to change the outline to pink as well. Boom. So here we have a little square and the makings of our one little sticker. So I actually came up with the design of this sticker on my own, meaning like it's just the design that I wanted, not like it's, you know, I came up with something that's never been seen before, but it's just the design that I wanted for my stickers. So in order to make this, which is the area that you would write your bill on, you have to put another shape, or a square is what we're going to do or use, inside of the rectangle, or another rectangle inside of the rectangle. So you come back here, and this is the one I use to make this rounded, obviously, but we're going to do another square. So you select it's a rectangle, square, whatever. You select it, and then you come back over, and then you draw in your rectangle. Now the benefit of drawing inside of the square that we already have is so we know like how it's going to look inside of the square. I could easily have drawn it here and then press select and then dropped it inside of there, but because we drew it inside of here, let me show you, we were able to see like just where and what it would look like, if that makes any sense. Just where it would go and what it would look like. So I can pull it down and make sure it's even from inside of this view. I guess we might stay here. So I'm going to actually change the color of it as well. And I'm going to change it because I want it to be something that one can write on. I'm going to change it to white. And I'm going to change the border to pink. So when I put the square back, boom, or the rectangle, it is white. And so as far as the text, you just come here, you select text, and then it changes this tool. And then you can write anywhere. I normally write in the gray area and then I move it over, but it doesn't matter. You can write anywhere. So I'm just going to write right here. So I'm going to put bill due. So as you can see, the font for the bill due is all crazy. So we have to change that. So I'm going to make it smaller. And here's where you go to change the size. I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it 12. And then I'm also going to change it. I'm going to make it white. So I'll change the fill to white, and I'm going to change the outline to white. And there it is. I'm also going to change the font to one of the ones that I can actually sell, because these are the ones that I have purchased. I like Matchinger, so I'm going to change it to Matchinger. And now it went away because it's white, but you just select it and then you just bring it down to where you want it. And boom, we have a bill due sticker. So if you want to add in like this line, you just go here. You just have to kind of like think outside the box, because again, I'm no artist or anything, but I just know like you just kind of like build it up. I don't know. I guess I'm like partially tech savvy. So I want it to have a little line, so I'm going to do that. And I want it to come about there. So I got to go up here, hit select. I'm going to change the color of it to black. And I'm going to, the fill of it to black and the outline of it to black. And it's not bold enough for me, so I'm just going to come right here and change the point to 3. Yeah, that's a little much too. We'll change it to 1. And there is our little space to write, and we can select it and move it around as needed. I'm going to move it over here. So as far as the $sign, same thing. You go to text, you make a $sign. I have to change the font to something that I own, so I'm going to change it to Matchinger. Oh, there it is again. And then I'm going to make the fonts, I don't know, 14. And then I'm going to change it to whatever color you want. I'm going to do black. And then I'm going to drop it over here. Let me move this. Actually, go back. move this. Oh, oops. Let's select a line. Let's move that. Oh, it's a little tricky sometimes. We're going to move the line over. Even though I'm selecting it, even though it's selected, I'm actually selecting the white behind it. Each time. We'll get it right. There we go. Moved it over to there. And then we're going to put in our dollar sign. That's massive. So let's make that 10. And we can put it wherever we want. I'm going to put it there. And then for me, I have the little paid and whatnot. So simple. You just go find you a circle. Here's a circle. I'm going to make it right here. And you just put whatever size you want it to be. And then you go back to select so that you can mess with it. I'm going to make it a light pink. And then I'm going to change the border too. And then I'm going to drop it. We're actually going to do something different. This might be a new design coming to the shop. We're going to put it there. We're going to make it a little bit bigger. A little bit smaller. Don't y'all be stealing my designs. No, I'm just kidding. This is cute though. This might actually be coming to the shop. Anyway, we're going to make another line. No, we're not going to do another line. We're going to erase that. We're going to put in a little paid situation. And I want it to be lowercase. So there we go. And then same thing. We need to change all of this mess and make it look normal. So we're going to go to, we're going to do Hey Girl, which is a font that I own, that I bought inside of Silhouette. And we're going to do size 12. Actually, because we already have a lowercase paid, let's do an uppercase paid. I don't like that. I don't like Hey Girl. Let's do ZP Moshing. There we go. So that's literally how you create Build Do stickers. And so the next part of this, which is the last part that I'm going to show you guys, because I don't want it to be too confusing. Plus, I'm okay to do more videos like this. Who cares? So this is just like one of my headers. I change it sometimes, but I don't really care that much about what the header looks like, if I'm being honest. But in order to duplicate that, all you have to do is go here to open the replicate panel, replicate, duplicate, whatever, and then you select duplicate to the right, and therefore it's going to send it to the right, or it's going to like replicate it to the right, like such. So there it is. So I'm just going to move it over. This is only, you would only do this if you want these to print out on the same sheet. Like as an example, whenever I duplicated this one, I selected all of it and I sent it to the right. I duplicated it to the right. And then I have, you know, both of them printing on the same sheet. So that's that. So let's duplicate this and we'll send that to the right. And then you just space it out because it does have to cut. And then if you want it to fill the whole sheet, you just you can just select whatever you want to duplicate. So you have to select the wording and all of that. And then you just press duplicate. Actually, we're going to do something else. We're going to go back. We're going to duplicate 3 columns. The reason why I don't like doing that is because I then have to go through and like do all this extra stuff, and it just seems like a waste of time. So I like to duplicate one by one, if that makes sense. So boom, duplicate, and I pull that down. That's already selected, so I duplicate it again, pull that down, duplicate it again, pull that down, and then duplicate it one more time because one more can fit. Probably, let's select it all. Everything. You have to select everything, move it up. We do have to stay inside of the gray area, and then let's duplicate this one more time so it fills the whole page. And there are, that's all we could fit on the page. We could probably scoot this up a little bit, and it'd have to be real tight to fit another row in there, but that's pretty much all we can safely fit. And the only reason why we can fit more of these is because this is actually much smaller. That is 0.478, in height, and this is, here's the height, 0.521. So there's a difference. So the next thing is we would actually send it to the cutting machine if we wanted to keep it like this. This is a little weird. I think that like all of the same types of designs should be on the same page, but either way, we would just send it to our machine. And the tricky part here is that this red line here, this is the cut line. So it's going to cut this rectangle. It's not going to cut any other elements inside of the rectangle, which is what you want. This is already selected because it's automatically selected. So in order for it to not cut, you just have to go in and select every little piece and do don't cut. No cut. And you have to do that for all of them. But an easy way around that is whenever you're designing the stickers, don't go through and duplicate and replicate. Just do one of them and then come to send. Turn off all of the, do the no cut for everything that you don't want to be cut. And then go back in and duplicate and replicate. Because then it'll replicate the registration marks that you have selected. Or not the registration marks, the cut lines that you have selected, if that makes any sense. So anyway, you would still have to go and do all of this. You don't have to do this every time. You only have to do it once. And then whenever, like if I were to save this and close it, and I brought it back up to print it and cut it, it would be like this, already like good to go. I wouldn't have to do this every single time. But right now, it is currently in the form of a sticker, this one. So it would just cut this, which is a little too close to this, but it's fine. It really should be down a little bit like this one. As you can see the space in here, it should probably be like that as well. But for purposes of this, we don't really care a whole lot. But that is what this looks like. That is how you design a basic sticker. I really like the design. I don't know. I mean, it needs to be tweaked, but I kind of like that design. So I may actually do some more stickers like that. I really like that. I think that's cute. But yeah, that's pretty much how you design a sticker. It is pretty simple, and I just thought that I would show you guys how to design a sticker. And yeah, so anyway, that is pretty much it for this video. Again, I just wanted to show you guys because I've gotten this a lot. I know that there probably isn't a lot of information out there. I really don't know that it's safe for me to be the one to share the information. But the fact of the matter is, I personally feel people are going to do what they're going to do. So if people want to design stickers, they're going to learn to do it and do it with or without my demonstration. So therefore, that's why I don't really care a whole lot about the fact that I just showed you guys how to design one of my stickers or a Build-Do sticker or whatever. So anyway, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's it for this video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.